Hi guys, Mandy here, and it's Friday, and we're at Walmart. Can you see that? We're in the Walmart parking lot. I got to go into Walmart because I have to buy some stuffing for my dolls that I'm making. So I thought I'd kill two birds in one stone and pick up my groceries for the week while I'm in there. I personally am not a Walmart grocery shopper. I find they never have deals. Like they're always their great value, and that's it. So you're never going to find anything extraordinary in there. And I find generally that no frills prices are cheaper than great value prices. And I'm more apt to get a great deal at no frills. I'm never apt to get a great deal at Walmart. But you know, maybe this is our lucky day, guys. Let's go in there and let's find out if we can find some deals. Okay, the deal when you walk in the door over here is grapes for 97 cents a pound, so we're going to pick some of those up. That's a good price for cauliflower, but my freezer is full of cauliflower. Okay, we're over here at their discount rack. I do see some lemons at 50% off, so I guess that's $6 worth of lemons for $2.98. I'm going to grab that. Okay, here we go. $4.97 for 24 wieners. I find this always to be the best value for wieners, so I'm going to stock up my my freezer for the kids with 2 packs of these while I'm here at Walmart. Here we go, some great steaks for $12.97 a pound. So one steak basically is a pound of meat, so there's a $12 steak. I need to get some cheese. The great value is $4.98. So we're just going to pick up a couple of these. I'm also pretty sure these have shrunk in size, 400 grams. That seems awful small. $4.97, guys, for these eat or bake birthday cake cookie doughs. You get 12 cookies for that. All right, here's the deal. Yeah, Walmart pulls through with the deal. That's a super deal. So we're gonna grab a bunch of these, guys. Butter. Actually, we're not going to buy them. It's not real butter, guys. It's plant butter. That's a no. Okay, look at this, guys, okay? So for $13.97, I can pick up 8 little shish kebabs with a little bit of pork on it. So that is, what's the weight on that? 480 grams of pork. So 1 pound of pork. $13.97. Way cheaper ways of doing that, guys. Buy your own sticks and buy your own pork and stew it. Okay, so for $9.97, I can get over 2 pounds of pork sausage. So we're gonna get that, guys. All right, this is what we need. Rice Krispies. $2.97 for 340 grams of no-name Rice Krispies. Or I can get 3 boxes of these for $10, which is just slightly more than $3 a box. So that's not big enough savings for me to, or $5.47 for 560 grams. Okay, guys, we're gonna go with the real deal. While we're here, why don't we look at some of the cereals here? 3 for $10. This is Kellogg's. My grandfather worked at Kellogg's for like 60 years, the majority, all of his life. He only worked one place. He said he'd never do that again if he could change it. Only work one place. Captain Crunch. All this cereal. All of it. Here's this Post. 3 for $10. Apple Jacks. Life. We don't eat cereal at our house, so I don't even look at this. Wednesday. That's new to me. Crave, never heard of it. Honey Bunch of O's, yeah. Oh, glazed donut holes. There you go. 3 for $10. Walmart's cheap potato chip is $1.47. They have good. They have a good deal on the expensive ones, but you know, to me, this is just garbage, waste food anyway. So we'll get a couple bags. All right, this is what we actually came for, was polyester stuffing. So, $19.97 for 32 ounces. $13.33 for 16 ounces. So, well, we'll obviously go with the big bag because I use a lot of this stuff. Canada is very, very multicultural. So in our grocery stores, we have huge foods, you know, for the many different cultures that live here. Look at this. This is lychee flavored drink. Well, that looks interesting. $3.29. This is what's this? A mango nectar. Mango is the largest selling fruit in the world. Here, this is interesting. Melon seeds for $6.49. This is date cookie, it looks like. A lemon tea. Pure sesame paste. This is a tomato paste, but it's a product of Turkey. What is this? Well, I guess let's try the other side. Nope. Who's ever buying this knows what they're buying because it's not in English. Argentina, product of Argentina. So we started out there on an Asian section. Now we're into jerk chicken. So, you know, your Jamaican kind of food. Here, pumpkin beef dry soup mix. If you pay attention to these international foods, sometimes you can get stuff that we use at a very cheap price. Here, look at this. This is Dutch. So I know a lot of Dutch people. So we have a lot of these things. Pesto. This is a huge Dutch thing. Milk rusk. Peanut brittle. What's this? Corn flake. Wonder what that is. Must be a snack. Hi guys, here we are back at the kitchen table with our grocery haul from Walmart. And it's not a great one, I'm gonna say. I have my issues with Walmart. I don't think you ever get any really great deals like I do at the other grocery stores where I find stuff that they're like super clearing out and I can grab it. This big bag of grapes is only $2. That's a great deal. That's a great deal, guys. I got really excited over the butter, and then when I read closely on it, it was plant-based, and I will not. I have a rule, guys, and it is God made over man made. That's my rule. I've lived a very well, you know, I'm over 60, so I've lived a large portion of my life. And the one thing that time has taught me is that man constantly makes mistakes. You know, don't eat eggs. Eat eggs. Don't eat salt. Eat salt. No sugar. Have sugar. Like, I mean, it's been over my last, 50 years, I guess. When I started paying attention to these things, you don't pay attention to anything when you're a child. But when I started paying attention to these things, I realized that what what the experts would decide one year, you know, in 5 years, they would undecide that. So I find them to be very unreliable. I find experts to be very unreliable because they're not consistent in what they teach. They say something, and then in 5 years they change their mind, or they say it's something different. It's You know how we had the lilac bushes, and I said it was trendy in the 40s to put a lilac in the corner of your house. That's the way I find food too. It's very, very trendy. What's in trend? What's in trend to eat and what's in trend to not eat. And right now it's very in trend to eat plant-based, whatever the heck plant-based is. All I know is this has basically two ingredients in it. It's milk and it's got salt. You know, plant-based has like 5, 6, 7 ingredients in it. This to me, for gut health, I'm going to go with the natural. That's my rule of thumb. It's kind of what I live by. And yeah, it's just what I live by. I know, you know, maybe you don't, maybe other people have other opinions. And that's okay too. Like, I mean, we're all free to have opinions. Opinions are a dime a dozen, as the saying goes. But that's my personal preference, to always go with the natural. Anyway, let's have a look. Beside the grape, we got some processed cheese, not natural and very processed. But I tell you guys, A, I'm not a purist, but B, I live with people who want to eat certain things, and the older you get, the more narrow what you like to eat and what you can eat. Like there's a lot of reasons, like your teeth, your stomach. There's a lot of issues that go into the elderly and why things are difficult for them. Now, my mother has a huge preference for grilled cheese sandwiches, and she doesn't have a lot of preferences. So when you get to be 83, if that's what you want to eat, that's what we serve up. That's what we go with. We're not purists, guys. Of course, milk. Milk's 5 something for 3 bags. We have a couple loaves of bread. We bought some cheese. I expected this cheese to, like, for some reason, that looks really small to me. But it's 400 grams, and all the other cheese in the cooler was 400 grams. So I don't know. And of course, I have learned that Walmart is the cheapest place to go for your wiener. Basically, $2.50 a dozen. So that I always grab them to keep in the freezer on hand when I'm in Walmart. I bought some sausages and they're to go in the freezer. I'm probably going to do a little video on them. And I also bought Rice Krispie squares. Now we don't need cereal in this house, so it's kind of odd that I would pick up some cereal. But I'm making for our our back to the 80s retro square videos on Monday. I'm making some Rice Krispie squares and some peanut butter Rice Krispie squares. So that's what, if you're just for those videos, that'll be coming out Monday. And of course, the best food is always the free food, guys. The free food. This was from Holly's garden. I was over to Holly's and I nabbed me a whole whack of rhubarb. So I'll have to be busy cutting that up, and she's got tons of it. Last year, I froze most of it. I canned some of it. I don't think I will waste my time canning it again. I like it much better when it's frozen. I'll just put a bunch of bags in the freezer. And then I'll have rhubarb for the year. And it lasted me the whole year. I don't have any in the freezer now, so it's time. It's rhubarb season, so it's time to get that rhubarb in the freezer. And, you know, some antioxidant pomegranate juice for my mother, which was probably, again, more money than I would be willing to spend on juice. But like I said, guys, as you get older, you get very narrow in what you're willing to eat, as I found out. And I work with the elderly. I've spent a lot of time with the elderly. I used to look after them. So I understand all the problems that they have. And, you know, I'm 63. I'm getting there myself. I'm going to start being, oh, I can't eat that, or it's too hard on my teeth, or, you know, or you start to not enjoy food so much. And your stomach gets a little bit smaller and things. So when I'm older, I want people to have compassion on me. I want people to say, well, you know, she can only eat that or whatever. Just, especially when you're looking after somebody, right? And you want the people that are going to be looking after you to be considerate of what you want, not force things on you. So in order for that to happen, you have to be considerate to the people you're looking after, and you have to take their wants and desires into consideration. I mean, that's how we help people. That's how we practice charity, and that's how we make the world a better place. It's not about us, guys. It's about the other people. Well, that's it. That's it for our grocery haul this week. I'm glad you came along, and I'm glad you checked out this video. And if you're new here, please like and subscribe, and you'll get more of my thoughts and more of what I buy and more visits to different grocery stores. I'm trying to shake it up. I'm trying not to just go, trying to get out of my bubble and not just, stick to those girls, which is what I usually do. But anyway, have a good day, guys, and God bless. We'll see you next time on Back to Basics with Mandy.